This has got to be the biggest shadow drop I've seen this year. I mean, literally out of nowhere, Sony makes this big announcement about the PlayStation 5 Slim, and it's coming fast. In fact, it's coming this holiday season, so we'll have this new console in just a couple of weeks, in a couple of months. And it looks like they announced the pricing as well. So the one with the disc edition here is going to be $500 US. You can also get the digital edition for $450 US. But the cool thing here is that you can actually add a disk drive to that digital edition at a later time. And buying that disk drive separately is going to cost only $80. So it's not a huge difference. I mean, only $30 more if you decide to add it later on. The disc edition at $500 is exactly the same as the current PS5 console, but the digital one did go up by $50. Now it's going to be interesting to see what Sony does with the current PS5 stock. That current hardware that's, larger and not as slim, are they going to actually discount it? Keep in mind, they also have some new bundles with that old console. I mean, there's a new Spider-Man bundle that's coming with that PS5. I mean, I love the fact that they give us a new slim console at the exact same price as the old one, but does this mean they're going to discount the old one? We'll see. So the new PlayStation 5 Slim is smaller in size. It's reduced in volume by 30% and weighs roughly 18 to 20% less. The new PS5 does come with a slightly larger storage, so 1 terabyte of SSD. The current model is only 825 gigabytes, so we're getting about I guess almost a 20% increase, which is pretty decent. And that does bring in the storage size in line with the Xbox Series X, which also does have a 1 terabyte drive. And it looks like they're saying it's going to release in November, so it's coming up fairly shortly, man. This thing is, hopefully they got it in full production. I hope this doesn't get scalped like the last model, but at this point a lot of people should already have a PS5, so I'm not sure if it's worth the upgrade if you already have a console. Now what's a little odd here is with the console you actually get an included horizontal stand, and if you do want to stand it up vertically, you actually have to purchase that one separately, and that one's going to cost an additional $30. That is a little bit disappointing. I personally like my consoles vertical, so I'm not too excited about going out and buying a stand for $30 extra. So here I did a side-by-side comparison of the full specs. Everything is listed here between the new Slim and the old console. And the main differences really are, the new one is smaller, it's lighter, it does have a larger SSD storage drive, and of course it does have a newer look if you're into that newer look. The whole cover system is different now. There's actually 4 separate panels instead of 2. The top portion has this glossy look while the bottom portion still is matte. Now that different color combination, it's going to give you more customization as well. So the top cover, you can have a different color, totally different design, and then the bottom one will look different. I'm sure a lot of the third-party accessory makers are going to have a field day with this one as well. Overall, I'm excited for this one. We are getting a PS5 Slim. I think there were big rumors, and today it's confirmed we're getting it, and we're getting it really pretty much in November. It's coming, folks. Sony just kind of announced this out of nowhere, almost as if it's kind of like a firmware update and not a new console. So as I said, this has got to be the biggest shadow drop of the year. I'll definitely be getting this unit when it comes out and putting a head-to-head test. I'll be testing it and seeing if it actually is different than what the specs show. Does it run games better? I doubt that it's going to be the same hardware, but you know what, I'll be putting through the paces, I'll be testing it out, so stay tuned. And hey, there's a ton of PS5 games coming out with Spider-Man in only 10 days, so I'm actually reviewing that right now, and it's going to be nice to have some new hardware this holiday season.